Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle. So today we are in the last video in this series, rating Manchester United's transfer activity in the last 5 years. So basically, we are rating the transfers that were brought in, not the transfers out. In the first video, we did rate a few transfers out, but that was because we were trying to set up a momentum and bring everyone together so we could move forward. So this transfer window, we're talking about 1920 transfer window, was the best transfer window in the last 5 years, in my opinion. In these transfers, in this transfer window, we saw United bring in the best defensive right back in the world in the form of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Oh my God. He's also the most expensive right back in the world. Most expensive in the sense the right back that's been paid, that the transfer was the highest in the whole world at the moment. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka is quite young, 21, 22. He was transferred in from Crystal Palace. He played there a year and a half. We all remember, I don't know if you do, but I remember when we played against Crystal Palace last season, Mourinho's season, and we beat them. But we saw Wan-Bissaka. He was so aggressive and so passionate when he defends, and you can see now when he's wearing that 29 jersey at United, the red color, and in him, and you can see he's so mean and so focused and so determined, yet he's so calm and composed. We call him the Spider-Man, because he has those long legs. Long legs, yes. He has those long legs and he can tackle anyone and get the ball. We saw what he did to Raheem Sterling. What a poor man Raheem Sterling was. Oh my God. I think he still has nightmares when he thinks about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But he's so good defensively. There is a lot he can do to improve going forward. And we saw in the last few games that he has improved a little bit going forward. He's the best defensive right back in the world. He's not the best fullback in that right hand position because there was Trent. I hate to admit, but going forward, Trent is the best in the world at the moment, and we believe what Aaron Wan-Bissaka can develop and become the best fullback. He can become the best fullback because we can't forget that the first job of a defender is to defend, and then going forward it's a bonus. And yes, as a United fans, we've been treated to this idea that our fullbacks should go forward and help in the attack. When we look back and we see West Brom, we see West Brown, sorry, and we see Gareth Neville. Of course, we are treated. We like to think that, and that's true. We like the kind of football when we see Liverpool play like that. Like, oh my God, we are supposed to play like that. We're supposed to be the kind of team that just when you see your right back going forward, and you're like, he's going to create something. He's gonna put a cross in. He's gonna beat the man and maybe a low cross and bring the ball to the box. And like, okay, this is great. This is what we want to see, and we understand and we believe that Aaron Wan-Bissaka can become that player. And we signed for the fee we paid for him. We think he can be definitely the first choice right back for the next 10 years easily, because of his age, because of his drive, and because of his performance. They never go below 5. They never go below 5. And I'm saying below 5 because I'm afraid you guys will criticize me when I say his performance never go below 7. But he is so good. And of course, sometimes he may be out of position, but then you run back and tackle in and just come again and again and go forward. And yeah, he's been massive. And I'm just going to rate him right now. And out of 10, I give him an 8. This signing was one of the best signings United have made. And we see Harry Maguire too. He is the most expensive defender. After United paid 80 million for him to Leicester City, he is good. He's not in the level of Van Dijk yet, but since he got the captain's armband, he's become so massive. He even scored that Oh my God, that's a striker's goal. And, against Tranmere when he scored his first goal for United, that goal was so massive. He was so, but okay, he has been progressing. A few weeks and few months after he signed for United, for that fee, he was kind of just average player, average defender, and of course many people, how did United pay this much? He wasn't trash, by no means, but it wasn't the kind of a defender who would look, okay, this is an 80 million pound defender. He didn't have that instant impact like Van Dijk had in Liverpool, but that's also unfair to think because Van Dijk came into a team that was already sort of complete. It was just missing one or two pieces, whereas Maguire came to a team that was a shamble defensively. We were a shamble. We were playing Ashley Young at left back, at right back sometimes, and Tony Valencia at right back, and then we had players that Jones and Smalling and all these players that it's just they're not bad players, they're just not good players, good enough players that you can challenge for the league and challenge for the Champions League. But we are getting there, and Harry Maguire started to develop when he was given an armband. He started to improve, and also I believe you can have a bunch of players, but then it takes some time to build the team. And United and Solskjaer have had the time to build the team, and these players are gelling in. These players are starting to understand each other. They're starting to know how to be in the right position. Where is your partner going to be? How is your partner going to react? Where is the weak point, and how do you develop it? And they are starting to understand these things. So Maguire, I'll give him a 7. I gave an 8 to Aaron Bissaka, so I give a 7 to Maguire. So who else did we bring in? We brought in Dan James. Dan James, a young player who is so passionate. His drive is amazing. He is so fast. He is so quick, so direct. He's not a first team player, not yet. We play him there because we lack depth. We play him there because we don't have the better players than him to play on that right hand side. So I'll give him a 6. And that sometimes when I'm sad, I will confess this. I just go to YouTube. I just come to YouTube, and I browse that first game. That game we beat Chelsea 4-0, just to see Dan James score and go and celebrate. You see his passion. You see the way what that meant for him. It was just a goal, and we can see that. I don't know if you know, but this guy has gone through so many things, especially at that time. He just lost his dad, and he was coming from Swansea to United. Swansea is not used to be in the Premier League. It's not in the Premier League anymore, and he came from Swansea to United, and like what that meant for him. And then he loses his dad, and then he gets his debut, and then he scores in the first day in his debut for United. That was an amazing moment. I can only imagine it was an amazing moment for him. But you can see what it meant for him. You can also see what it meant for the players themselves, because the way they hugged him, the way they it's like they felt. And for me, that represents the spirit at United. That represents the amazing spirit at United. And that moment was so beautiful. I can confess that I got goosebumps. I really did. And I can't say that I cried, because it's not appropriate for me to share that kind of thing. But it was special, and it reminded me why I love and I support United. And that moment was so beautiful. So Dan James, I'll give you a 6. I'll get you the sign of Dan James deserves a 6. And then we brought in Bruno Fernandes. I know we didn't see many games. This was in the winter, of course. We didn't see many games, but the games we have seen, we just, what I'm going to say, this is something very, very deep. The influence Bruno Fernandes had in our squad was the influence we hoped Pogba would have. Quality-wise, ability-wise, Paul Pogba is better than Bruno Fernandes. Way better. But what Bruno Fernandes brought to this team, what he brought to this club, it's like he made us smile again. He made us smile again, and I can't wait to see Paul Pogba. I don't know if this is going to happen. To see Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes playing together, not just playing the same team. I mean, playing together for United. carrying this team, carrying this midfield, carrying this team. This is going to be beautiful. I can really hope it's going to be beautiful, and I can see that we will love United again. If you're a United fan and you don't love them anymore, you just go there and you support them because you know that's what we've been doing for the last few years. You love United again because there is so much passion when you see this young team, this young hungry team. You see there's so much passion, there's so much love, and there's so much togetherness. So Bruno Fernandes, I'll give him an 8 again. And of course there is Odion Igalo, who's probably gonna leave in a few weeks, go back to China because his loan is going to be over in a few, I think in a few weeks. No, this week I think, because end of May. So Odion Igalo, he had an instant hit. I'll give him a 7. I won't comment as much because we didn't get enough time to see. Even Bruno Fernandes didn't get enough, but just the impact they had, I'll just give them a 7. And maybe later on when we review again the season and review a few things, we can readjust these ratings. But for now, this has been by far the best transfer window, or the best transfer year that we've had. The 2019-20 transfer window was the best transfer we've had in the last 5 years. Of course, we're gonna get videos where we talk more extensively about this, but for now, stay safe. You can comment and share. If you didn't see the other videos where we talk about the other years, you can watch them and have fun. Comment, like, subscribe, and also you can let me know what you'd like to see next. You can leave on your suggestions. Okay, be well, be safe, wash your hands, take care, stay inside if you can. I understand not everyone can stay inside. Some people need to go to work so they can feed their families. So if you go out, please take care of yourself and be well. God bless you.